Welcome back to Eldritch Horror. Oh, the horror of this game. We still have Harvey Walters. And we still have Mandy Thompson alive, and I can't say well, but they are alive. Mandy is 1 sanity, 2 health, and she's being plagued by a fire vampire. That is bad news. Well, let's continue on. We are going to have Mandy be lead investigator because most horrible things happen to the lead investigator, so we'll leave it with her because Harvey's got the most health. So starting off with her 2 actions, the first thing that Mandy's going to do is get away from the star vampire. She's going to move here, and then she's going to do a rest action. So she's going to go up to 2 sanity and 3 health, which may or may not do anything for her. Over now to Harvey. Harvey made a dumb error last time because Harvey has the ancient tome, which if he passes a lore test, he can get a clue. Oh my god. So I ran over to that area of the board for him to try and collect that clue, which he failed at doing. So what's he going to do? First thing he's going to do is get a rail ticket, then he's going to move. So he's going to move here, and then with his rail ticket, he's going to move back to Rome. No, that's not what he's going to do. He's going to move to Istanbul once, then he's going to look at his ancient tome, trying to get himself a clue. Action, you study the words of the long dead language. Lore, if you pass, you may spend a sanity to gain a clue, 1 spell, or a task unique asset. He also gets roll an additional die when resolving a lore or willpower test. And so this is a lore test. So he has 3 lore. He's going to be rolling 4 dice. If he succeeds, he can lose 1 sanity to gain 1 clue. He succeeds only once, but he does succeed. So he will go from 7 sanity down to 6, and that is going to gain him an all-important clue, especially if he wants to go and attack the deep ones, which is the current 3rd and final mission, or mystery that's going on, the deep ones. We have to attack them successfully and add clue tokens Eldritch tokens onto this card equal to the number of investigators, which is 2. Unfortunately, Cthulhu is in the wings. This card is flipped over. We've read all of these things at the end of last episode. And we'll get into them as they happen. So Cthulhu is waiting in the wings. Once we solve 3 mysteries, he, as the epic monster, will show up if we even get that far. And you don't even want to look at the back of this card because it is just horrendous. So that was our 2 actions. Now it's encounter phase, starting with Mandy. So we will figure out what she's going to have as an encounter. Mandy is on a city space. She's very fond of having those generic city encounters. So that is what she's going to have. Oh, great. The noise and filth of the city is making it impossible to sleep, and insomnia takes its toll on your body. She has to test strength. Oh my god. She has a strength of 1. 1. All right. Wow. She passes. All right. Good for Mandy. If you pass, you use extra time to practice a newly learned craft. Gain 1 talent condition. All right. So she gets to gain a talent condition, which her talent will be how to go insane quickly. I have to find the big talent pile, which is this one. And I believe there's 1, 2, I think there's 15. We're going to roll a 20-sided die and count them down, and that's going to be the talent she gets. Number 10, talent number 10. All right, so 1 is visions, 2 is studious, 3, 4 is resilient, 5, relentless, 6 is guts, 7 practiced, 8 rugged, 9 composed. She has moxie. All right, she has moxie, so we'll give her moxie. We'll take a look at that and see what it means. Talent. You may reroll 1 die when resolving a willpower test, once per round. If you would lose 2 or more sanity, prevent 1 of that sanity loss. Then flip this card. Cool! Because she only has 2 sanity. I like it. She has moxie. Okay, over to Harvey. He's in Istanbul. He too is going to have a generic city encounter because why not? City, a notorious crime boss, offers to sell you valuable information. However, his asking price is more than you can afford. You may gain a debt condition. If you gain the condition, he shares what he knows. Gain one task, unique asset. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to bother with that. Which reminds me, I didn't refill the reserve from last time, so we get an expedition map. Once per round, you may add one to the result of one die when resolving a test during an expedition encounter or a Mystic Ruins encounter. Like that will ever happen. Okay, wow. That was very quick, because we're quickly coming to the end of our playthrough of Eldritch Horror Against Cthulhu, because now it is the Mythos phase. We only have 2 Mythos cards left in the deck. We have not even come close to solving the third and final mystery, and then having to take on Cthulhu to defeat him to win the game. Let's just get pulverized once again. All right, the Omen track moves, then the Reckoning, and then another gate. Oh, man. The Omen track moves to the blue constellation. How many blue constellation gates do we have? We have 3 of them, which would mean the Doom would move down 3 on the Doom track. But the Doom track is at 0. Each time Doom would advance, place 1 sanity token on this sheet instead. We're going to place 3 sanity tokens on here, and then each investigator loses 1 sanity for each sanity token on the sheet. Then if all investigators have been eliminated, investigators lose the game. All right, we're going to put 3 on there. Oh, we are so toasted. 3. And now we get the lovely, oh my god, we get the Reckoning effects. We start with monsters. There's no Reckoning monster effect for cultists. The polyp stays at the gate. The dole does, moves. Okay, move this monster 1 space toward the nearest investigator, and each investigator in the space or an adjacent space loses a health and sanity. So it'll move, I think, oh my god, I think it's going to move down here. Why not? It's going to be trying to go across the sea and get to Mandy. Any more monsters? This one, I think, lose a sanity on your space. Not going to happen. Cultist does nothing. The Star Vampire. Oh my god. The Loigor. Each investigator on a space or adjacent space, not going to happen. We know that the Zombie Horde, if you roll a 1 or 2, the Doom increases or goes down by 1. So let's have that effect take place. We roll a 3, so we don't add another sanity token to the Cthulhu sheet. It's already at 3. So that's good. Oh my god, this is getting brutal. All right, Star Vampire. What's he going to do? Move this monster 2 space toward the nearest investigator, then each investigator on this space loses 1 health. It comes to Mandy. It burns her to a crisp, going from 3 health down to 2. Now, is that all of the... I believe that's all the monsters. Now we get this lovely effect. Cthulhu has 3. Each investigator loses 1 sanity for each sanity token on this sheet. Then, if all investigators have been eliminated, investigators lose the game. Mandy loses 3 sanity, and which means once per round, if you lose 2 or more sanity, prevent 1 sanity. Well, there's nothing she can do. She is going to lose. She is going insane. All right, another investigator heads for the land of insanity. So she loses, well, she keeps her task, she keeps her Colt 45, but she joins the large pile of insane investigators. The lead token then bounces over to Harvey. We haven't even finished the reckonings, I don't think, because Harvey still has 1 reckoning he has to do. So we're going to come right back. Okay, well, as we know, because the Cthulhu card is flipped over, we're not going to get a new investigator at the end of this episode. Harvey is on his own. But Harvey is haunted. Gee, I can imagine why. Oh, and Harvey also loses 3 sanity. So let's do that right now. He's going down to 3 sanity from 6 to 3. I think the game's over pretty quick. Do. Roll a die on a 1, 2, 3. Flip this card. What's going to happen for Harvey? He rolls a 5. Doesn't flip the card over. Good for Harvey. Yeah. And I think that covers off all of the reckoning effects. So now, hey, let's populate another gate and monster on the board. The Heart of Africa. All right, Heart of Africa. And we reach into the bag of silliness and pull out yet another monster. We pull out, another cultist. Like I said, they're coming out thick and fast. All right. Carrying on with the Mythos card, you have avoided sleep for days, fearing that you've traveled too far in your dreams. The Lord of Sleep does not take such trespasses lightly. Each time you are about to doze off, you force yourself to stand up and slog your way through the task at hand. Waking Nightmare, once again describing this game playthrough. All right, it's an event. Each investigator with at least one talent condition. With one talent condition, that would be nobody. Harvey does not have a talent condition. Loses 3 sanity and discards 1 talent condition. Wow. That would have been the end of Harvey and the end of this game. But Harvey has an ally and a couple of items and a bane, but he does not have any talents. His talent is to avoid instant death, I guess. Wow, and that concludes that. So once again, let's put an insanity token onto Mandy. Nice try, Mandy. You helped us out quite a bit, but in the end, you went nuts like the other 4 investigators before you. Here we are with the game. The Cthulhu. Oh my god. Basically, what we have to do to win, Harvey must get to a C space with an Eldritch token twice. He has to defeat 2 deep ones in a row. And then, not only that, once he does that, Cthulhu himself will appear on space number 3, which then Harvey has to get over to space number 3 and defeat Cthulhu to win the game. Piece of cake, right? I could wrap it up right here, but I think we're going to go one more round, which I think will probably be the end of it. And so we'll see you tomorrow for the conclusion. We only have 1 Mythos card left. I will conclude it in the next episode. So that's what's going to happen. So you know what's coming up. We'll see how well Harvey can do in the final end of days. So thanks so much for watching along. This is Eldritch Horror against the almighty Cthulhu. We are down to just Harvey Walters on his own against all the forces of evil. Yeah, Harvey the Cthulhu Slayer. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Thanks for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes. Very much appreciated. Join me next time for the conclusion to Eldritch Horror versus Cthulhu.